back to another episode of Sleeping Giants, Red Star Belgrade. Now, basically, we've wrapped up the title. It's happened. Partizan have had a really shitty month. Ever since they've lost to us, they've been on a really poor little run, and as a result of it, we've ended up winning the title without really doing much. And considering it was down to like 5 points at one point, when we had that little poor spell, they've really not been good at all since, since beating us in the Cup semi-final, really. So we're going to jump straight in with our first game of the month, which was, of course... Wow, that's way further. Right, here we go. Yeah, first game of the month was away at Radnicki, and we've been decent this month. We've finally sort of picked up where we should have been playing in some of those other games. Like, we're dominating games and winning them, and that's kind of the key, really. We were away from home in this one, away at Radnicki, and... it was about a good, solid performance as you're going to get. That being said, Nesh Peshnik once again popped up with a brace today. Just unbelievable. Considering he spent over a year on the sidelines after suffering from that virus, he's come back in the latter stages of this season and been instrumental in just popping up with some absolutely wonderful goals. The sort of goals that Rakowski and Savicevic haven't scored in those positions. The sort of making a late run and sneaking in at the far post kind of runs. Rakowski's more of a duck inside and smash it in the top corner, as is Savicevic, although he just gets anywhere. Peshnik plays more like just a straight-up winger when he plays in these roles, but he's done a bloody good job of it, and you cannot fault him. And his second goal in this game is an absolute belter. Good strike there, comes back out, and Peshnik puts it into an empty net. I think that was his fourth goal of the season. No, third goal of the season, sorry, because he got a brace in that other game, and today he managed to get himself yet another brace, so I'm thinking maybe a new contract for him. Maybe. They were poor. They went down to 10 men just after half time as well, which didn't help. Despotovic on the break here. Lovely ball up to Luka Jovic, who does eventually bring it down. Spreads it wide to Karakliac. Pardon me. Ball in. Despotovic with the big header. Playing up top with Otto. Otto has been so good. Genuinely, he's one of my favourite signings that I've made on this save so far, just because I think he was a free, and he's just been imperiously good creator. But watch this from Peshnik. This is how you hit one, guys. Bang. I mean, wow. And arrogant celebration to go with it. That is how you hit a football. They did get a man sent off after this, and eventually it just whittled itself away into a 3-0 win, which is surprising, actually. I'm surprised we didn't kick on. But, you know... oh, no, sorry, we got a man sent off. That was why. It was Marko Petkovic, which was a pain. We did get the ban rescinded. That's the first time on FM15 they've actually got a ban rescinded. So he didn't actually... it was a wrongful dismissal, which is the first time I've had that. So that was nice. In our next game, we were back at home against Vozdovac, and... the one downside of this game was Vukan Savicevic picking up an injury late on in the game, which was disappointing, to say the least. But we were at home, so I fully expected a big win for us. And I really wanted Luka Jovic to just get that little bit closer to getting that 30th goal for us, basically, because I was certain that he was going to do it. And, well, we'll find out. Again, total domination. They did have some good chances in this game, despite not having a lot of shots. But for the most part, we were just dominant on them. Just passing the ball around, doing our thing. Rakowski, what a player he's been for us. Ball looked through the channel. Luka Jovic, 1-0. After just 3 minutes, Luka Jovic scores his 29th goal of the season. One more for the big 3-0. First time in FM this year since Miles Story got 37 for us, and the other players had 30 for us, so that's good. It didn't take much longer before something else happened. Damjanovic was put through here, and, ball comes back, and, well, it was very similar to... it was poor from us to let a goal like that in from that kind of distance. But Sinjic made it 1-1 here, and you know, the worries were starting to creep in. But really, we were miles clear at the top, so it was never going to happen. We actually managed to catch them on the break then, which is something that this tactic is not really known for. But the way we pushed out so well and kept our shape really, really well. Karaman comes out to it, meets the ball well. I'm saying well a lot. Karaman knocking some very, very red boots today. I wonder if he knocks them together, it will go back to Kansas. Because frankly, I think we may need a new goalkeeper. Otto slides the ball through. Rakowski out wide. Just look at this for skill. Just coming inside and then bang. Mark Rakowski, he's just a phenomenal player. The little bits of skills with the ball rolls there to get past the two defenders, just lovely stuff. It's nice to see things like that involved in the game. Then, just after half-time, ball whipped in. Otto again here, out wide for Rakowski. Comes inside, bang. Another one. He's just... he knows what he's doing when he cuts inside. And he plays that inverted inside forward role, not inverted. That inside forward role amazingly well. That is his strongest position by an absolute mile. This time Karaman distributing it to Antic. Antic is clearly one of our most important players because he's so creative. He's such a good fullback. A lot of our great attacking play goes through him. Rakowski was now on the left because of injuries. Otto picking up, rolling it inside, and it's cleared, but straight away we ring it back through Darko Lazovic. Not Lazovic, Lazic. I wish we still had Lazovic. Savicevic this time out on the wing, losing it a little there, but you know, his injury in this game was disappointing. Because he's still up for player of the season, would you believe, despite not even playing that many games. Pekovic stepping in and winning it. Up it goes to Jovic, drops it down for Otto, who distributes it back out to the wing. And why is this highlight so long? I really don't understand why they do that sometimes. Pekovic out on the right hand side, eventually drops it across, and who should be in the end of it but Otto. After a bit of a melee in the box, Otto scores his 15th goal of the season for a defensive, you know, deep lying forward. That's a pretty decent return for him. I'm very, very pleased with his goal return this season, and I'm hoping he can carry on that next year, because he is definitely going to be staying and being an important part of our future, I feel. Well, perhaps not for very long, but he'll certainly get another year out of him where he can do that kind of thing. I'm certainly hoping, even if it's just him playing him in the league games while we've got someone else in Europe that we can rest. Lazic this time, and it was pretty much the same thing over and over. That Otto was superb in this game. They would just play it into him, and he would distribute it perfectly. Ball through the channel this time. Woeful defending, and Despotovic was able to slide in for a 5th goal there. That was his 9th of the season. It's a shame he's not got so many, but he hasn't started that many games, to be fair, so that's understandable. Another big win for us. Now goal difference is going through the roof, and of course in our last game of the month we played against Mados, and this actually features the quickest goal of the season, I think. Literally directly from the kickoff. Start the game, this goal comes straight from our own kickoff. I don't think that Mados even touched the ball in the time it takes us to score a goal. And that's the first for me. Ball over the top here. Rakowski played down the wing. Now watch Luka Jovic. He just knows exactly what he's going to be doing. Yeah, I'm pretty certain they don't even touch the ball before we score. Ball across, and Jovic puts it into the back of the net. That was goal number 30 for him of the season. And pretty much the goal that won us the league title as well. It's just amazing that we had a 100% possession at the time of that goal. Otto again here was so good. In fact, particularly in this game, they would just be able to slide it into him and he could just put the ball on a platter for people. Just lovely little ball inside here for Jovic, and another good strike from him. 2-0 to us on 20 minutes. Jovic unfortunately picked up a torn hamstring later in this game, and that's going to be him gone for the rest of the season now. 3 months, so he's going to finish the year on 31 goals, which is very, very impressive. Considering they had a man sent off just after we scored our 2nd goal, we really took our time about getting the 3rd goal. We kept ourselves solid at the back, which was nice to see, but I would really have liked to have seen a few more goals from us when we're playing against a side that have got very few players ball in, and Otto sort of scrambles it over the line for another goal for himself. His 16th of the season, so that's nice to see, if nothing else. Right, let's take a little look at the squad. So, goals, top scorer, Luka Jovic, 31 goals in 33 appearances, 32 of which were starts. Assists, Otto now has 20 in all competitions, and 16 goals as well to go with that. Very impressive. Also, most man of the match award, so that's superb. Ristic is up there with 86% pass ratio, which is good. Yellow cards, Darko Lazic with 14. He's suspended for this game, unfortunately. Red cards, so of course, Pekovic got one as well now. And of course, Gavric is still right up there for those. Now, we have won the league, of course, which means that we've got a budget for next season. And where is it? Where's the bloody budget? It's in here somewhere, guys. Oh my god, where is it? There we go. Oh, apologies for that, guys. So yeah, we've got a transfer budget of 8.39 million, which is, you know, as to be expected. I'm hoping that our coefficient will have improved, so we'll get slightly easier draws in the knockout stages. It's still going to be tough to bring in players, but with more leagues available to us now, and a lot more leagues available to us in the summer, I'm hoping that that should be enough for us to get some players of real quality in. So, let's get into the game. Oh, great. Here we go. Yep. Right. Yep. Right. Don't really care about the system they play because we are just going to dominate. Despotovic will, of course, go up top with Otto. Karaklic. Is that really... Rakowski, why is he not match fit? Nah, sorry, I'm putting Rakowski in. Yeah, that'll do for now. Right, let's go for it. See what we can come up with. very confident that another win for us should be in the bag. I wanted to try and finish the season with a plus 60 at least goal difference, and it looks like we're going to do that. And then, so as you can see, we are 17 points clear of Partizan now, because they've actually lost 3 of their last 4. They won the game after we beat them, and then they lost 2 in a row. So they're actually struggling to get second, which would be quite a shock if they didn't even come second this season. That would be, well, an awful season from them. I am going to take a little look in the next episode at how the other Serbian sides got on in Europe, since someone requested I do that. Although, frankly, I could probably do it at the end of this one, since they're almost certainly all out. Bloody hell. Always forget that. Right, let's get going. A nice, comfortable win here. We're at home. Our one defeat of the season was actually at home, so at least we can maybe maintain an unbeaten away record. We've probably only got maybe 2 more away games left this season. I don't know, really, but that's always important for us. Gavrich with the corner. Ball in. Jovanovic at the far post. Ristic, and I don't think he's scored for us this year, Mihailo Ristic. Oh, he has. He's got 1. First goal of the season for Mihailo Ristic gives us the lead and puts us onto 70 points if we win this. Potentially, we could finish the season with 79 points, which would that be a league record since it's gone to 16 teams, I wonder? We're certainly going to bust any goal records. We must be able to. I want to try and see if we could get as close to 90 goals scored as we can, basically, and see how high our goal difference will go. Otto with the ball on the edge of the area. Drops it short for Rakowski, comes inside, and a 1. How many times has he done that? Otto will take his 21st assist of the season, which is unbelievable, and Rakowski will take his 16th goal, and I think all of them have been in the league as well. So, yeah, that's impressive. Otto is just so good when he gets it on the edge of the area. He can always pick a pass. Rakowski, once he's in here, he's completely done for. Just sweeps it into the bottom corner, and it's 2-0 to Red Star here. Goal difference boosting time. I want to see a 5, a 6, 7-0 kind of game. And from the way this one started, we could maybe be on for one. Corners have been our cup of tea so far. Ball in. Jovanovic brings it down, and it's well saved by the goalkeeper in the end. That's actually our first clear-cut chance of the game, apparently. We've got ourselves a 2-goal lead here, so that's no big surprise. Bear in mind, these guys are 5th in the league and are newly promoted. So they've had one hell of a rise to power. And technically, they could still finish as high as 2nd, which is unbelievable for a newly promoted side. A genuinely fantastic performance from them this season. Although they are going to get the dick today, so, well, we'd like to hope so. Otto with the ball on. Again, can he pick a pass? Always picks a pass. Oh, that's really, really well. I've jinxed him. I have jinxed him. Comes back. Can he win it back again? Back to Cernic. Otto should have made a run forward now. Despotovic gets it, but he's got no support. Turns. Will he shoot himself, maybe? Or just keep hold of it and drop it back across? Back for Cernic there. Cernic on the rebound, and it is 3-0 to us. And Dragolub Cernic really does love a good tap-in. He scored 1 goal that wasn't a sort of open net this season. He's not been the most contributory player for that kind of thing, but it is now 3-0 after half an hour. Nice work from Despotovic. The initial shot, I don't even know if that was going in, but the second one on the rebound most definitely is, and that is 3-0 to us. Game over. And now we can concentrate on just having a lovely old time, as we will for the rest of this season. I am going to keep going with the full strength because, you know, I want to see how many points we can get, basically. Just this year, just give it a test. Next year, I definitely do want to try and go unbeaten, though. It's such a shame that we lost it. Considering we didn't lose to Partizan, we ended up losing it against Sadulica, which was such a shame, because we didn't deserve to. It really disappointed me. Rakowski's coming in field. He can shoot from that kind of distance. Oh, just wide. But I think 1 defeat from the entire league season would be pretty bloody impressive. Next season, I hope to make that even better. So 3-0 up at half-time. No real changes needed at the moment. Things are running exactly as I would have liked them to, and hopefully they will continue to do that. Right. Oh, dear, 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 dear. We had like 45 shots in a game earlier this season as well, didn't we, I think? Perhaps not going to be getting quite there this season, in this game, but we could still come close to 40 if we carry on playing the way we are. Oh, Cernic just picked up a knock. What a shame. No, he's an alright player. And Kovacevic will come in. Bosancic isn't even on the bench for this one, it would seem. I really got to sort that out. I think he's picked up a knock, actually. And his stamina isn't quite what it used to be, so to speak. Right. That's our first sub done, then. Thankfully, we're at a point of the season where things are all kind of just, yeah, having a lovely old time. We've had a lot of half chances in this game. 8 so far. We do seem to tail off a little bit in the second halves of games, but it might just be because teams sort of suss out how you're playing and go a bit more defensive to damage control often. I'm going to bring on Peshnik for Rakowski because he might be able to act a bit more of a winger in this game, and that might be what we need right now, a little bit of an injection down that right-hand side. Or he will just smash one in from long range. You just never know. Otto dropping really, really deep to get it, but that's why he gets those assists, because he does drop deep. Peshnik knocking in field, and that's a woeful effort. Nay, come on, mate. You can do better than that. 10 minutes to go. 3-0, another 3-0. We've actually done very, very well defensively this month. Just the 1 goal conceded so far. We won, 3-0, 5-1, 3-0, and we're 3-0 up again. So that would be 14 goals this month scored, 1 conceded. That's more like the sort of form I want to see next season. Just constantly try to really just plough through the league. From the beginning of the league, I want to try and win as many games as possible to get ourselves a good lead. You know, this lead that we've got over Partizan has only really extended itself towards the end of the season with them dropping points. They've been absolutely dominant in their own right at times this season. They've just not been able to quite be good enough in the long run. Davidoff, off the post. Nothing we could do about that. Well, defensively there was, but Gavrich now out on the left, surely to drop it in for Kovacevic. There's men in behind the lines here. Otto's probably going to be able to probably find that Otto will offer himself, drop it around the corner for Despotovic, who'll put this in the back of the net. Peshnik now. He's going to have another shot, isn't he? He's going to have another shot. Oh, stop doing that. I've got them set to shoot less. Or do I? Actually, no, that's a different system, I think. But, you know, you kind of want your inside forward shooting. It's kind of why they're there. Ristic maybe for another one. Oh, he scored it. Lovely stuff. 4-0 to Red Star. Mihailo Ristic has scored twice in one game. He's only got 1 goal for us all season, and now he's got 2 in one game. He's going to be a hell of a good player, I've got to say. He's impressed me this season. I'm glad he was registered for our squad. And 2 goals in 1 game for him. In off the crossbar. Nezovic probably could have done a bit better, but it is now 4-0 to us. And lovely times. And that should just put the... And it looks like Partizan are actually dropping more points. We're going to go 19 points clear at the top with this one. Bear in mind, like, less than a month and a half ago, we were only like 4 or 5 points above them. And now they've just completely capitulated, it would seem. I think they must have drawn today. Away at Donetsk Shrem. Wow, they drew 0-0 at the bottom club. That's woeful. Like, genuinely woeful. And we might even be able to get the best defensive record at this rate. 89 goals scored now. Can we go for 100? That would be quite an achievement if we could get 100 goals scored in a 30-game season. But there we go, guys. So what is it I said I was going to do? I said we're going to have a look at some of the other European... how the other teams performed in Europe. Now, the only way I can think of doing this is to... How do we get the bloody Champions League up? Like, genuinely... Champions. Oh, well, we don't need the Champions League because we're the only ones that were in it. So, Europa League. So, the semi-finals are Napoli against Arsenal and Vitesse Arnhem against Dynamo Kiev. Quarter-finals, see if we can find any of our teams. Metalist, done well to get to the quarter-finals. Second knockout round. Anyone we recognise from our neck of the woods? That's the wrong button. First knockout round. Anyone at all? Dnipro, Sparta Prague, Red Bull Salzburg. Of course, they got by Ajax in the end. Gladbach, Galatasaray, HSV. Nope. Maybe the group stages. Just look at the whole. Look at all the groups instead. See if any of them even got through to the group stages. I'd like to think that some of them did. Maybe FK surely should have. Partizan came bottom of their group in Group G, which was a bit disappointing from them. In a group with Granada, Rubin Kazan, and Fiorentina. I don't know if anyone else got through in the end. No, none of our other players got not players, but like teams got through. I'm just going to see if there are any more. If you can spot them as well, but I'm struggling at the moment. Who else would have qualified? I'm trying to think. Petrol Ploiesti, stronger. Radnicki went out to PAOK. That is our one, isn't it? Yeah, they've had they've come bottom of the league this year. They've been relegated as a result of playing in the Europa League. So that gives you an idea. And I think there's one more of our teams that get through. Maybe they went out in the earlier qualifying round. We'll just have a little quick look. Napredak, yeah, they were the other side. So Napredak were knocked out in the second qualifying round to CSKA Sofia. So there you go, guys. In the next episode, we will be doing the last game of the season, which is against Chukwuritski. We've also got FK Rad and Spartak in between. I want to see how many goals we can score in that gap. So if you like what you've seen, please feel free to drop a like on the episode, and if you'd like to eat more than that, please feel free to subscribe to our channel for more Portsmouth and Red Star Belgrade in your inbox every single day at 5:30 and 8 o'clock. And I will see you guys in the next episode for the Chukwuritski game. Bye-bye.